Hey guys, so we're going to continue reading our story here of Indian shoes. And we have this short little story today within the story called Don't Forget the Pants. As Ray and Grandpa Half Moon climbed a flight of stairs to the front terrace of the Ranted mansion, Jonah appeared to greet them. "Welcome to the wedding," he said. "I believe, Ray," Grandpa began, smoothing his church tie, "that you and the groom have some business to attend to." Grandpa was right. That afternoon, Jonah, a Polish Menominee from Chicago, was marrying their friend Nancy Lee, a Choctaw girl who had moved to town from Norman, Oklahoma. She had been friends with the Half Moons for only a year or so, but Nancy Lee knew that she could count on Ray, and he agreed to serve as the ring bearer. Ray had never been to a wedding before. He knew he'd have to carry the ring down an aisle in front of a lot of staring people, and worse, a video camera. Ray's stomach flopped and flipped just thinking about it, but he was looking forward to the wedding cake. Jonah bent down in his gray tux. "This was my grandmother's wedding ring," he explained, digging it out of his breast pocket. "Today it'll become Nancy Lee's." Ray watched as Jonah set the white gold band in his palm. Tiny diamonds glittered. The metal felt cool in Ray's hand. "Sure is pretty," said Grandpa, who was carrying Ray's belt, socks, and dress shoes. "I'll take good care of it," Ray said, curling his fingers tight. He looked down at his fist and then handed the ring to Grandpa. "I mean, we'll take good care of it." Jonah grinned, all bright blue eyes and dimples. "I'd appreciate that," Jonah said. As it turns out, Nancy Lee remembered everything except a pillow to carry it on. Ray couldn't understand why he'd need a pillow to carry the ring. He'd been carrying things his whole life without a pillow. "That's how it goes with weddings," Grandpa said, slipping the ring into his jacket pocket. "This or that always goes wrong." Ray and Grandpa Half Moon walked past a window framed in forest green velvet curtains, climbed a spiral staircase, strolled down a hallway with fuzzy burgundy wallpaper, and joined the groomsmen in an upstairs bedroom. A row of rented gray tuxes and crisp white shirts had been hung in the closet, and Grandpa pulled out the smallest sizes in each after handing Ray his belt, socks, and dress shoes. "This'll look mighty handsome on you," Grandpa said, leaving on the plastic wrap. Ray headed toward the bathroom to get dressed for the wedding. "Need any help?" Grandpa called, shaking hands with the best man. "Nope," Ray said. "I'll be okay." He had already tried on the tux at the fitting, and Ray figured once he dressed, he could always ask Grandpa's expertise with the tie. He didn't want to look like a little kid in front of the groomsmen. When Ray shut the heavy door behind him, he was happy to find a full-length mirror on the back of it. In no time, he'd pulled off his Cubs t-shirt and neon purple sweatpants. He'd hooked the two hangers over the crystal doorknob and torn away the plastic covering his crisp white shirt. Before long, he had it on and buttoned straight. Ray thought he looked just fine in the shirt and his 2-day-old trim from Bud's barber shop. Feeling braver, he decided to take on the bow tie. The bow itself was already tied, and there was a little hook and a little loophole for fastening around the collar. "Aha," Ray thought. "I can do this. I won't even need Grandpa's help." Seconds later, Ray studied his reflection in the mirror, wearing the bow tie just right. Now it was time for the jacket and slacks. But when he slipped the gray jacket off the hanger, its matching pants were nowhere to be found. The second hanger was empty. Ray quickly pulled on the jacket, opened the bathroom door crack, and called for Grandpa Half Moon. "How you doing in there?" Grandpa asked, walking over with a white rosebud boutonniere. Ray stepped back from the door to let him in. "No pants," he said, holding up the empty hangers. "Can you double-check in the closet?" Grandpa set the boutonniere on the counter and sped off, while Ray waited in the bathroom. Couple minutes later, Grandpa returned and shut the bathroom door. No pants, Grandpa Half Moon confirmed. I checked 3 times. Oh my goodness!